Hi, and welcome to One People's product presentation. This is actually a product presentation that I have been looking very much forward to because it's our new scarves collection. So maybe Theva, can you tell us a little bit about how this process and how did you come up with these scarves and the inspiration behind?
Yes, sure. So yes, the idea started when we were working together with all the designers, and we wanted to do something like a product which picture the elegance, the independence, and the power and women empowerment. And then while brainstorming this idea of picturing women in the history who has bring changes or has marked history, has inspiration to make a scarf came up on the table. And that's where we list a series of women, and we started with 4 of them, who is AMELIA EARHART, one of them. The first woman who has fly solo, she was one of the pioneer female pilot who has marked her path in this male-dominated field. She was one of these women, the 99 female pilot organization. And so the artwork that pictures her is all about freedom, the view from the sky, since she's one who has flied the Atlantic Ocean alone, the only one. So it was based on her history, story, that we have make this very nice overview on the sky, which is here. So you can see that it's a view from the sky. You can see the ocean and birds and everything.
Yeah, so I like it very much.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of the scarf that is very good for the woman who has an adventurous soul, who love adventure, who love this kind of freedom.
And who has ambitions.
Yes.
For doing something that is, maybe not normal.
Exactly.
And I think she actually also inspired a lot of women to follow their dreams and do what they really wanted to do, or at least try it.
Yes, it's this goal-oriented woman who has something in mind and who has done everything to reach it. The second scarf is inspired by Maya Angelou, who is one of the women who has wrote a lot about femininity and women, and has defended the cause of young people, women, and the ignored. She has received a lot of awards also for her writing. So the scarf, the artwork, has been inspired by the female body to show the confidence and the courage that this woman had to speak out her voice. So I love the warm color tone of the scarf and this touch of red.
Yeah, it's very much about power and independence, right?
Yes.
And you can really see that in the scarf
in the color. The third one is inspired by the famous WANGARI MAATHAI, the first female African woman who has won the Nobel Prize. She is the founder of the Green Belt movement, which was about environment conservation. She was planting trees to fight deforestation and erosion, and creating jobs for the poor. So of course her scarf is all about nature. There's a lot of leaf, and it is something to show what she was advocating for.
Yes, she was a true environmentalist.
Yes, so it's all about nature.
Yeah.
And this is something which is very much related to what One People also do. We are very, very into everything which is environment. So.
Yeah. And from Kenya, as I remember.
Yes, she's from Kenya. I think that's the idea of having the color, which is very earthy.
Yeah.
It's from for her African origin. And the fourth one, which is the last one, is inspired by Rachel Carson, who is one of these women who was the first, I think, to talk about the ecological effects of all these chemicals that man has created on Earth. So of course her scarf also is very much about nature. So you can see that it is made of lines and dots to show the disintegration of how the chemicals can affect the, but in a beautiful way, of course.
Yeah, and she was actually way before her time pointing out these problems.
Yes, exactly. So all the scarf has a very nice brass jewelry at the end, which actually you can remove if you don't want to wear it.
So Theva, I was thinking about, it's very, the fabric is very soft and very light.
Yes.
So what is the material?
So the material is actually our regenerative silk, same has a material that we have used for our festive, but it is in a crepe version, which is very, it is less shiny than the one that we have used for our festive collection. It is made from sustainable and eco-friendly farming method, which takes care of the atmosphere, the environment, and how the fabric is made. And we have used a printing technique which is Oeko-Tex certified. All of this to make this beautiful scarf. I would love to know which one of the scarf is your favorite, which one connects mostly to you.
Oh, I actually feared you would ask me that question because I really like all of them, though the WANGARI is the only one I don't have yet.
Oh, okay.
But it really depends on, I love the Rachel scarf because it's very light in its colors and doesn't steal a lot of attention, and in the same way I really like the Maya ANGELOU because it has some more power in the colors. And of course I like the AMELIA EARHART because of the pink is one of my favorite colors. So yes, a difficult question to answer.
I remember you said that you really love the pink when we visited your wardrobe last time. Yeah, that's true, but it is difficult to choose in 4 of it because they are very different women really and they express different personalities also.
So I feel like I need all of them actually. Theva, can you give some tips on how to wear the scarves, how to style them?
Yeah, sure. I think that we have like 2 different dimensions, the 95 by 95, which is le carré, and the 75 by 50, which is the tuile.
I think
this one is a rectangular one, which is a tuile, and then you have a big square one. So you have like a lot of possibilities depending on which scarf you choose. I really like the versatility of the bigger size because actually you can like, I love to play around with it to make like tops like this. It might be my African origin, you know. Yeah. Like trying to play around with a piece of fabric to tie it as a top. For the tuile, I really like the idea of having it on top of a visor like this. It's really nice. I like that too. It just adds a touch of color to your visor. And you can really give it it can look different from day to day if you have. Exactly. You can change the scarf with another color. Yes. And of course in the bag handle, this is something that a lot of women also like to do, and have the small jewelry has a decorative thing. Yeah, it works very good with the bag. Yes, the jewelry. And and sometimes I also use my scarf as a belt in a very basic short and a plain shirt, and I just add a little bit of detail with the scarf and the collar. And and how about? What about? Yes, I wearing think it in. That's something that I do very often. That's why maybe you are asking. I always use my elastic band, where I can show you how I do it. I just fold my tuile in half. Like this, and just take it in the middle like this and pass it through a band, through a hairband. Tie a knot, a simple knot, so that it stays on the hairband, and then you can just tie your hair with it. So
that's
this is
an easy way to do it.
Yeah, it's a very easy way and very quick way also to get ready in the morning and add a little bit of style to your hair. So you just tie it in a hairband and then you have it like this. It is a very French style, I would say, the French girl style. Yeah, that's how I personally use the scarf. So I think I would love to have different color of the treaty because most of the time I tie my hair like this. How about you? You say that you have most of the scarf. How do you wear it?
I have also used it as a belt, and then I bring it with me when I go out, because if I feel a little cold, or either just put it over my shoulders or around my neck.
Yeah,
it's just nice to have in your handbag.
Yes,
if you go into a place with aircon or go outside and it's a bit chilly. Okay, I think that was it for today, and thank you, Theva, very much for telling us all this about how you got inspired for making the scarves and the designs, and also the tips for how to wear it.
Thank you.
And yes, remember, you can always subscribe to our channel if you want to stay updated with new products. See you next time.
See you. Bye.